All right, so we're going to go over this website by Asta. This is Goodness and Giggles, and Asta is actually a Speak Pro Academy member, so I'm going to do her website review first. So here's the thing, and I wrote a few notes here for Asta. So basically, Asta combines motivational speaking with stand-up comedy, so she's got like the best of both worlds going on. And so here's how I would improve the website. The first thing that I would do, and this is what I tell everybody to do, is you pretty much have to get a new template. Like almost every speaker that I've seen, they need a new template on their website. And I'm going to get to that in just a second. But I want to talk about the header. Notice the header on Asta's page right here. So it's like a blue background, and then she's there on the right side. It says motivational speaking, stand-up comedy. And it just, I mean, it looks decent. It's professional looking, but there's something you can add, something you can just make it better. So let me show you what I did. So here's the picture. Here's the normal header that she has, and it looks cool, but whenever I think in terms of building your brand and just making you look a million times better, I always think, how can you demonstrate what you talk about? So don't just tell me you do motivational speaking and comedy. I want to see it. I want to see the reactions. So look at this header right now. This is what she has right now. This is all I did. Bam, put a picture behind it of people cracking up. So it's like, it's just normal at first, then bam, funny. Normal at first, bam, funny. Normal, bam, funny. And so that's pretty much what I would change to begin with. I would immediately change the header. And a lot of people, a lot of speakers, they don't see that if all you did was change the header, you would immediately make your website a gazillion times better. I did this with Elio Vogas as well, where I changed up his header. It looked a million times better with his website. So all you got to do is think in terms of, how do you change up your header to where it can demonstrate what you talk about? And it just makes you look better. It just makes you go from to wow, that's amazing. So that's the first thing that I would do, is change up the header. Then here we got the tagline here where it says inspiring and empowering individuals to take on any obstacle. That's what Goodness and Giggles is all about. What I see is like a disconnect here. So there's the motivational speaking and stand-up comedy, and then you get really serious where it's like, oh, we inspire empowering individuals to overcome any obstacle. And that's kind of like you go from a motivational speaker and comedy type person to just a motivational speaker. You no longer talk about your comedy in your tagline, and the comedy is your strength. So that's what you want to essentially say. That's what you want to tell people. Here's what we're all about. And so the tagline that you want to put is something like, we make audiences die laughing and inspire them at the same time. The best of both worlds. And so you want to emphasize the fact that you do stand-up comedy, and emphasize it in everything you do all across your website. So instead of that tagline, I'd put something like, we make audiences die laughing and inspire them at the same time. The best of both worlds. So that's something that I would change. Now let me get back to the template, because if you just change the template on your website, it makes everything on your website look a million times better. So the template, what I mean by template is, right now if you just scroll through this without reading anything, it looks okay. But if you actually get a different template, this is just one I literally just looked up. This looks really clean. I mean, it just looks clean in general. And so what I would do is, I would actually probably even find a better one than this, but still, what I would do is I essentially look at a template and I say, okay, the template looks nice. They got the picture in the background. They got this play button here. So I would do the exact same thing. And I don't try to be creative with it. I just look to see, what did they do? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So they have the header there. When I scroll down here, they got a picture in the middle, and this thing kind of moves. That's kind of cool. But I would maybe put a demo video here, and then maybe text, or maybe even a testimonial here on the left and right side over here. And then as you scroll down with hers, I would actually put maybe like some pictures here of people laughing, people cracking up, or even better, like a testimonial video And then the testimonial video, the thumbnail would have people laughing and cracking up. That way they can click on it and then it'd be like a testimonial video as well. So it'd kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I'd have the pictures here, the testimonial videos, and then here's some testimonials. This looks nice. So what I do when it comes to the websites, I literally just look at a website and I say, oh, that looks nice. And then bam, I just copy exactly what it is. I just put my pictures in there, my videos, my testimonials, my pictures, my text, and that's what you want to do with the website. So that's what I would change in terms of your theme. And with the theme, all you have to do is you go to themeforce.net and click over here on WordPress, go look at their themes, go through these and look to see what theme looks good, and just kind of go through these and really just look to see for a nice theme in general. And then once you get a nice theme, don't try to, once again, don't try to do it all yourself. Just look to see how did they build it out, and then you build it out in a similar way. And a perfect example of this is when I look at headers. I don't really try to make headers all by myself. So here's a header that I thought looked nice. So this header, to me, it looks, I mean, it's clean looking. And what I do with headers is I essentially say, okay, the header looks nice, so maybe I can do something, I can change it up to where I put me in there as a speaker or something. So bam, I'll put me in there and I'll go edit it with the phone app or something. I'll put me in there and I'll put some text in there. Obviously, I'd make this thing look a million times better if I were to actually put this on the website. But I don't actually try to be creative myself. I just look to see, here's what they did, looks pretty nice, and then I just change it to where I can put me inside of it. And that's what you want to do with all of your branding and everything. If you are creative, then be creative. But what I found is that it's really hard for you to just build a website from scratch and for you to do all this from scratch. I constantly get ideas from other places. And so that's essentially what I would do with that. Let's see, what else do I have here? What are some other notes? So let's say I go to the topics page. Here on the topics page, notice that there's just a blue background here. And the blue background, to me, it's kind of like wasted space. So you can add something in there. You can actually have like the picture of people laughing. You can add something in there where when someone goes to the website, they would see, oh, people are laughing, they're dying laughing. Okay, goodness and giggles. It makes more sense. You always want to think in terms of show me, don't tell me. And when I come to the website, so when I come to the topics page, there's so much text on here. And once again, show me, don't tell me. I don't read the text. Don't look at the text. Show me, don't tell me. What I would do in terms of the brand is I would actually make this funny in general or make it very different. So I would even maybe add like a comic type of thing. So I would download an app where you can actually create your own comic, and then I'd have me in the comic and it would say something funny or whatever, and it would talk about the topics in the comic. And this lets people know when they come to the website that, hey, this person, this speaker really is different and their entire brand really is different. And that's essentially what I would do with that. And then when it comes to, so when I click over here on the videos and photos, a lot of people seem to do this where they only have the videos and photos on one page. You want to spread this out. So spread it out all over your website. Have some on your homepage, have some everywhere on your website. And with the pictures, as I scroll down, these are like promo shots here. What I would do is I would essentially have a different gallery for promo shots. That way, when someone hires you, they can just go to that gallery and just pick one of the promo shots that they can use for the programs or something. But with the pictures I would only focus on like the crowd pictures and things like that. Pictures that provide social proof. And that's what I would do with the pictures. And on the contact page here, so we go to the contact page. To me, this is just too much on the contact page. Whenever someone goes to the contact page, all you really want them to do is just contact you, and you don't want to give them any reason to not contact you. And the more you write, the more likely you can give them a reason for them not to contact you. For example, down here it says, we're based in Toronto, Canada. And so if I'm contacting you from from, let's say, the US, from Florida or something, because you put that on there, I may think to myself like, oh man, now I got to pay a huge flight fee or something. And so what you want to do is take this off, because for all you know, you may quote them $15,000 and you're willing to pick up the tab on the flight. But because you posted that you're in Canada, well, they won't contact you in the first place just because they're going to think, oh, the flight, maybe it costs too much or something. So all I would really have on the contact page is really just something like, for availability, contact here, contact this this email, and then, or you can fill out the form. I wouldn't even have this thing where it says we're looking forward to responding within 24 hours. I mean, you can put something like, you can just put something like, we usually respond within 24 hours, something like that. But I would have as little as possible on the contact page, and definitely get rid of the we're based in Canada type thing. And that's essentially what I would do to improve your website. But first thing that I would do really is to change up the theme, because the theme right now is just kind of like a normal theme. And so if you just went to ThemeForest, where is this thing at? If you went to ThemeForest and you just got a new theme, then it would make your website look a million times better. So what I tell a lot of speakers to do, even if you're not ready to buy a new theme right now, if you're not ready to get a new WordPress website right now, I recommend you just go to ThemeForest and just look at the different websites. Like, just look at them and just look to see, like, every day, say, okay, yeah, that's a nice website, or oh, that's a nice one, or I like this about the website. And what's going to happen is, over time, you'll just get a feel for what websites look good. You'll get a feel for what looks good, what doesn't, and then when you create your website, when you update your website, you hire somebody, you'll be able to direct him, or if you do it yourself, you'll be able to basically say, this looks good, this doesn't look good, this looks good, this doesn't. And that's essentially what you want to do. And that's why you want to kind of just go around ThemeForest and just look it up, just look up different websites and keep looking. And that's how I would improve your website. Yeah, if you guys got any other questions, then send me an email to info@speakinglifestyle.com. Make sure your questions are really specific, and I'll probably make a video on it.